Hi everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. In this video, I will introduce you all to two very important Korean verbs, itta and opta. So, without wasting any time, let's start. Now, the first thing that comes in our mind is what these two verbs, they basically mean. What is their meaning? So, first, let's talk about itta. What is itta? As I said earlier, itta is one of the most important verbs in Korean language. Itta translates to have, to exist, or to be at a location or place. Now you might think that how you are going to identify that which meaning you have to associate with itta. So you will be able to understand it with the help of the context. Okay, in which situation itta is being used in a sentence. So now let's talk about these three situations in which itta is used. First one is it is used to express the existence or presence of something or someone. Okay, for example, if you want to translate there is a book in Korean, then you are going to use the verb itta. Okay, जब आपको किसी चीज़ की presence को express करना है तो आप itta verb use करोगे उस टाइम पे. Second, it is used to convey ownership or possession, which means when you have to say that you have something. Possession का मतलब क्या हुआ? To have something. So for example, you have to say I have a car. Then in that case, you are going to use itta while translating this sentence in Korean. Okay? And the last situation is when you have to describe the location of something or someone. Then also you use the verb itta. For example, you have to say I am in Korea. So while saying this sentence in Korean, आप कौन सा verb use करोगे? Itta. So these are the three situations in which itta is used. Now the next question is what is the verb opta? Okay, now let's see the answer. Opta is the opposite of the verb itta, just like anida is the opposite of ida. Okay, तो उसी तरह से itta जो verb है उसका opposite है opta. तो क्योंकि ये ऑपोजिट है, इसके मीनिंग में हर जगह क्या आ जाएगा? नॉट. टू नॉट हैव, टू नॉट एग्जिस्ट और टू नॉट बी एट ए लोकेशन और प्लेस. So these are the three situations in which opta is used. Let's see them. First is it is used to express the non-existence or absence of something or someone. Okay? For example, you have to say there is no book. So which verb you are going to use? Opta. क्या डिनोट करने के लिए काम आता है? The absence of something or someone. इत्ता किस में आता था? Presence of something or someone. और उसका just opposite क्या हो गया? Opta. Okay, it is very easy to understand now. Next, it is used to convey the lack of ownership or possession. For example, you have to say I don't have a car. It means you are lacking in possession of something. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट में क्या काम आ गया? ऑप्टा. इसका जब पॉजिटिव देखा था तो उसमें क्या यूज हो रहा था? इत्ता. नेक्स्ट सिचुएशन इज इट इज यूज्ड टू डिस्क्राइब द एब्सेंस ऑफ समथिंग और समवन इन ए पर्टिकुलर लोकेशन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई हैव टू से आई एम नॉट इन कोरिया. देन आई एम गोइंग टू यूज द वर्ब ऑप्टा एट दैट टाइम. ओके, तो ऐसे बहुत सारे वेज हैं जिनमें हम नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस क्रिएट कर सकते हैं कोरियन लैंग्वेज में. उनमें से एक तरीका क्या है? ऑप्टा वर्ब का यूज करना. ओके, ऑप्टा इज ऑल्सो वन वे टू फॉर्म नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस इन कोरियन लैंग्वेज. ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट कम्स इन आवर माइंड इज हाउ टू यूज दीज टू वर्ब्स in a sentence. What is the format for using them in a Korean sentence? So while using itta and opta, the subject marker, that is he or ka, they are attached to the object in the sentence, not the object marker. Il or lie, ये attach नहीं होते. object से. Whenever you are using these two verbs in a sentence, then you have to attach either e or ka to the object. We are going to see the examples to understand this concept more clearly, how to use them. Okay, now here is a very important note. We know that if you have to use any verb in a Korean sentence, then that verb needs to be conjugated before using it in a sentence, right? So similarly, itta and opta being verbs, they need to be conjugated. Now, itta and opta, they follow the same rules of conjugation as other verbs in Korean. You don't have to learn a different set of rules for conjugating these two verbs. They follow the regular rules of conjugation that are followed by other verbs in Korean language. And we already know how to conjugate verbs in Korean. If you don't know the rules of conjugation, then you can go and watch all the videos based on this topic of conjugation on Korean Express YouTube channel. I will also share the link of that particular playlist consisting of the videos on conjugation of verbs in the description. Okay, so now let's move ahead and see some example sentences to understand how to use these two verbs in Korean language. Okay, now let's look at the examples. First one is there was a book. Now in Korean, how you are going to say 책이 있었어요. Here we have conjugated the verb 있다 in the past tense in the informal honorific form of conjugation. Okay? Now if you have to say there was no book, यहाँ पे मैंने इस सेंटेंस को नेगेटिव फॉर्म में लिख दिया है. There was no book. So it will be 책이 없었어요. यहाँ पे जो वर्ब ऑप्टा है वो यूज होगा. तो पास्ट टेंस में इनफॉर्मल फॉर्म में उसका कॉन्जुगेशन हो गया 없었어요. Okay, this is how you use the verb itta and opta in Korean sentences. यहाँ आप नोटिस कर सकते हो that opta is the exact opposite of the verb itta. Okay, now let's look at the second example. I have to say I have a bag in Korean. So how am I going to say that? 나는 가방이 있어. Here I have written this sentence in the casual form and in the present tense. Okay. Next, if I have to say this sentence in negative form, it will be I don't have a bag. So it is going to be 나는 가방이 없어. Casual form में past tense opta verb के साथ. Okay, so in the first sentence we use the verb itta and in the second one we use the verb opta. Okay, next look at the third example. Suppose you have to say I will be in Korea. In Korean it will be 저는 한국에 있을 것입니다. Future tense, formal form of conjugation. Itta will be conjugated as 있을 것입니다. Okay. Now here this particle 에, it is the Korean location or time particle. Okay, and if you have to say I will not be in Korea. So 저는 한국에 없을 것입니다. Here I have used the verb opta in the future tense and conjugated this sentence in the formal form of conjugation. So it will become 없을 것입니다. Okay, so this was all about two very important Korean verbs that are the opposites of each other, itta and opta. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.